bit.
We charge Daddy. Ghost hunting tours.
What are you doing?
Owl noises.
You'll run yourself to skin and bone with that caper.
That'll be the day. Ooh.
Is that new?
It is, as a matter of fact.
Davo's sister's got one. It looks really different on her.
Really?
She's 18.
Is she indeed? And when she's 40, I suppose you'll want to wear sackcloth and ashes. You're disappearing. As if. Suits you.
Morning. Hey, you look really well, doesn't she?
Someone's perked up. You know why, don't you? Madame's arriving. A girlfriend. Francesca. Staying the weekend. It's back on then? I presume so. What's the pity? I dare say His Excellency will be all smiles. Why? Oh, you know. He has hopes of her enticing Alistair into respectability. Wouldn't have thought he'd have fancied that. Oh, I don't see him putting up much of a struggle.
Just so you know, Daddy, Beverley tonight, and on paper at least looks very promising. Breeds Labradors. Father a colonel, mother plays the trombone.
What's this boy?
Oh, it's first on my list from Datelink.
Datelink?
They do a special offer, 6 partners for £75. Of course, they don't actually guarantee marriage.
But don't they?
So, personally, I think there's a lot to be said for not leaving these things to chance. After all, I'm keen to carry on the family name. And it's all very well for Jerry Baggs to say that men can keep at it till they're 80, while women are past it by 45. I actually believe you've got to strike while the iron's still hot. So, if anyone's interested, these are Beverley's details. I don't want to build people's hopes up, but if it looks a goer, I'd be hoping to make an announcement fairly quickly.
Dad, will you sign my petition?
What's it for?
It's Consuela in the kitchens. They're trying to send her back to Puerto Rico.
Who's they?
Oh, it's immigration chaps. Apparently her visa's run out.
Happy with the situation, are you?
Sorry, Pa?
Flagrant abuse of immigration laws. Not a problem for you?
Yes. And no.
No point in having rules if we're expected to bend them on the slightest pretext. Exception for one. Every Tom, Dick, Harry leaping ashore. San Andreas, just the same. Any amount of dodgers and riff-raff trying to circumvent the regulations. They got no mercy from us.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me, honey. His Excellency has made a stand, and I gotta tell you, I respect that stand, yes, sir.
Pass it to me, darling. Why can't she get her visa renewed?
I don't think it's just the visa. It's a work permit. She's not allowed one.
Why on earth not? How can some people be allowed and not others? How does one qualify?
Pardon me, I have no information on that particular subject.
Oh, that's a turn.
Well, how did you get yours?
I regard myself as part of the personal property and effects of His Excellency. Therefore, the case does not apply.
Doesn't apply?
No, sir.
You mean to say you have no work permit? That's extraordinary. It means, in effect, you working illegally.
Well, I guess I don't see it that way, Excellency. Okay, so money changes hands, but this I regard as my expenses, not in exchange for my labors, which I donate unequivocally gratis and of my own free will.
Oh, it's all really laudable, my dear, but in the present case, law makes no distinction. The question is, what exactly are we to do about it?
Would this be a case of circumventing regulations, I wonder?
Get me jazz booty at the Foreign Office. When does your visa expire? Yeah, I can't honestly fathom what you've been thinking of.
I don't want to state the obvious, but I suspect we could soon have another petition doing the rounds. Can't guarantee I'll be in a hurry to sign it.
Hi, Gran. I'd love to read his job description.
Wouldn't we all?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're never out of that car. I hope she's paying you overtime.
Oh, no, it don't work like that. I'm meant to be flexible.
I bet you are.
Joanna, how are you? Wow, you look amazing. Gorgeous foundation. Well, what do you think of the new image?
Certainly different.
Did Ali tell you about my new job? I mean, you've no idea what it's like having to be inventive on cue.
Stick around here for a while, you'll find it comes naturally.
Hello, stranger. I've left my bag in the car. Lord! You're looking very dashing these days. Ooh, aren't we grand? Chauffeurs now. You've got taste, he's yummy.
How's she running?
You are?
Needs a touch of throttle, I find. Clutch still a bit stiff? Oh, you know. So. Good.
We need to be off, Mort.
What's happened to Joanna? Talk about bushy tail. She looks positively adolescent.
Suppose she does, now you mention it. Oh, well, this is... How's Justin?
Please, Ali, I find this really difficult.
Well, how do you think it's been for me these last 4 months? How's Francesca? Oh, fine. Sleeping with the boss, last I heard.
Look, I was new. He took advantage. I was an idiot, and now it's over. Can we please talk about something else?
Why don't I show you where you're sleeping?
Not the guest room.
Well, you know what Dad's like. Don't worry. I can always sneak in.
Won't be a sec.
Have you missed me?
Where have you been?
Stood up.
How do you mean?
Barn dance. Billy Bassett meant to be taking us. He's only went and paggered his big toe.
That's a bit rough.
So now I've no one to go with.
Haven't you?
I suppose you're already taking someone.
I wasn't planning on going. Thought I might catch up with some kip.
Oh well. I'll pay for you.
You what?
Don't tell us you want fetching and all. 7 o'clock outside the elbow. Hey, and can you try and tighten yourself up a bit?
Should we
go?
Oh, yeah, right.
I got it right here, Excellency.
Ah. Your visa expired?
Yeah, I know. I can't believe this is happening.
This is catastrophic. All it takes is some narrow-minded busybody. Hordes of immigration bods beating a path to our door.
Well, maybe I could plead diplomatic immunity.
How? This house is not a republic. I am no longer a diplomat. You do realize that we are legally bound, mistake having been uncovered, to put you on the next available flight back to San Andres. Memoirs unfinished. No suitable replacement. My God, this is nothing short of a nightmare.
Where's your guest?
Francesca? Oh, well, she's taking a bit longer in the bathroom these days. She's only just discovered nail varnish.
What's this?
Oh, it's from Opera Group in Germany. They like some stuff I did for them last year. Well, they're really small and the money's abysmal. But if it works out, they want me for a year, starting next month.
You mean leave here?
Oh, yeah, thank God. I'd have done it ages ago if I wasn't so broke. As my father would say, I'm just kicking my heels.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Harry, are those scales in the bathroom right? I can't have put on £3. I feel huge.
Well, you look fine.
Do I? So you haven't gone off me then?
No.
What about tonight? Mort's going to some dreary barn dance. We could book into the Dovecote Hotel. It would mean leaving just before midnight, but we'd have the whole evening.
No. Can't.
I'm sorry?
I'm out.
Out?
Got another 2. Barn dance. Been invited.
I see. Anyone I know?
No. Don't think so.
Oh, well. Another time, perhaps.
Hello there! Right, Father. To what do we owe the honour?
My son, I come as emissary from the headmaster himself. Your father's invited to be on the school board.
Ah.
You don't favour the idea?
Slightly in 2 minds. But on balance, marginally against. Yeah, not just at the moment, thanks.
Give yourself a break, old son. As they say in the films, unwind yourself, old man.
Do they? Well, in that case, I'm not convinced it's entirely for me. Yeah, unwound isn't a situation I feel wholly comfortable with.
'Twas a good harvest last year, Father. God willing, we shall reap again, e'en as we do sow. All good gifts surround us, all sent from heaven above.
You've actually caught my father in a bit of a crisis.
Understood. Well, that's that. Confirmation from Jazz Booty at the FO. No obvious loophole presents itself.
Oh, God. Oh, Excellency, this is cruel.
Which leaves us with no other option.
Excellency, I feel so cut up about this.
Not to mention my having to foot the bill for the airfare.
I'd like you to have a word with him yourself. Where is he? Father?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Father. You've heard about our present misfortune.
Indeed, indeed. The Lord moves in a mysterious way.
Difficult to fathom the Lord's purpose in depriving me of my companion and charge d'affaires of 10 years' standing.
My condolences. I do sympathise. At school, we treacle pudding fiends are feeling bereft already. Consuela left this morning.
Already?
It's rather sudden. Oh, desperate scenes. One of the fifth form even offered to marry her. A noble gesture. But alas, the woman has a husband and 8 children in Puerto Rico. Otherwise, I think Hardwick's charms might have prevailed.
Hardwick? Marry Consuela? Is she pregnant?
I imagine the gesture implied a more humanitarian intent. Providing her with the legal status to remain in this country.
Really? What? Is that how it works? Good God. Then there's no problem, is there? Why didn't we think of it before? Daddy, I can honestly say, without prompting, without hesitation, I'd feel honoured, privileged and proud to be able to do the honours for you.
Do the honours, boy.
Marry Phoenix for you, Daddy.
There you're off.
Bar's open early for the dance. Our pet's coming to help us out.
See you down there.
Someone's got a mardead on. God, who's that? That's her, his girlfriend. Not exactly dressed for hiking, is she? She'll break your neck in them shoes.
Chance to be a fine thing.
Would it be a church service? I'd be honoured to officiate. Saturday week. We already have a wedding at 10, so if you followed at 11, you could take advantage of the flowers.
Look at the advantages, Daddy. Now, Phoenix becomes a British citizen. That means she'd be able to continue as your assistant. Plus, she'd be one of the family, which means you wouldn't have to pay her. Plus, on my side, I've already been toying, as you know, with the idea of settling down. Et voila! The Lord has seen fit to provide a candidate who fulfills many of my requirements. How many languages do you have? No, never mind. We can go through the details later.
I suppose, if it suited all parties, the sooner the better. In terms of the immigration situation.
Well, I suppose... how do you feel about it, my dear? Sound at all feasible? Well, it would, of course, be purely a business arrangement.
Is he out of his mind?
That's what he said. I don't know. I can't see her being a pushover.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Somehow feel there's a girlish heart beats beneath that overall. Might not care to settle for anything less than a love match.
Great if you got the choice. God, the thought of her as sister-in-law. I think I'd emigrate. By the way, what does one wear for a barn dance?
You're coming? What's brought that on?
I'm curious to see what all the fuss is about.
I'll leave you to let the headmaster's offer percolate.
Are you off, Father? Can I catch a lift to the village?
Alas, no, my child. The Lord moves me in the opposite direction. I do hope you can resolve things. I shall be praying for you.
Thank you, Father. Every little helps.
Stopped.
Felix, I have a key.
Hello. I've been thinking, Daddy, it wouldn't be fair for it to be completely a business arrangement. I mean, from my point of view, much as I'm happy to do the honours for you, there'd have to be something in it for me, other than just, the legal aspect. After all, I am what you might call a red-blooded male. I'm still in my prime, and one oughtn't to disregard the possibility of an issue.
Issue?
He means an heir. He means sex.
So was that a yes or a no?
God's sake, boy!
Thing is, this leaves me in a bit of an awkward position. Because I'm meeting Beverly tonight, I don't really want to lead her on if she's not actually, in with a chance. I suppose I can always see how things go, and if she looks really promising, we could negotiate. I mean, if Phoenix really isn't keen on the hammer and tongs side of things, she couldn't object, could she, Daddy, if I looked elsewhere for physical consolation?
Sailing a bit near the knuckle.
Come again.
You. If someone gets wind of it.
It's only a drink.
Oh, is that why you've got half your neck missing? Look, there's no skin off my nose. My roof goes with the job. Yours goes with the tenancy and it's up for renewal next month. You're not very chatty, are you?
What do you want us to say?
How about, have you got any balloons?
You what?
I have.
Oh.
Your turn now. Ask us what I want for my birthday.
When is your birthday?
Tonight.
What do you want?
Strawberry flavoured.
They must think you were born yesterday.
What's he want?
Have I ever been a model? Would I like him to get me a picture on the front cover of the Lancashire Life? Can he take me for dinner?
So what did you say?
Nah, no tad and no chance.
Hi. Pint and a spritzer, please. Oh, sorry, let me introduce you. Carmen, this is Francesca.
How on earth do you manage stuck out here in the middle of nowhere?
Oh, you get used to it.
Really? Well, you're obviously surviving. I love your hair. I wish I could get mine to come.
Anna, this is Spatula, Francesca.
How many more jobs do you have?
Just the one. Didn't he tell you? I'm a nuclear physicist. I design atomic accidents.
I suppose you're still broke.
Yeah, afraid so.
Never mind. Might treat again. Still, you're worth it. Isn't he? Great to meet you. The older one looks a bit grim.
Well, she's not actually once you get to know her.
Oh, is that what you've been up to? Don't tell me she's musical.
I've been teaching her the piano.
Oh, lucky her.
Well, she's been a breath of fresh air at home, I can tell you.
Oh, I better be careful. I can see I might have competition.
Yeah, you might, actually.
You don't like her?
Which side?
Seemed nice enough to me.
She was. To you.
Beverly? Boyd Tundish, have you got your details? I just want to make sure we're basically on the same wavelength. Now then, should we start with academic or sporting achievements? Look, if it's all right with you, let's go with the academic.
Quick conflag with Jack Haslock over there about the
investment bets. Why waste time, really? If you've got a vocation, go for it. I've always found it as a teacher.
I'll be in that corner. Dry martini, please.
Very high. Excuse me.
So that's your prior engagement, which is worth missing the dovecote for. Well, aren't you going to offer me a drink?
I would, but I'm skin.
She's paying, is she?
It's her treat.
Aren't you the lucky boy?
Yeah. Well, I'll see you later.
All right.
And went back to the alma mater. And
Come in.
There's a 2:30 change in Miami, a 4:30 change New York and Mexico City. Alternatively, there's Monday 9 a.m. direct. Seats available on all flights.
Decisions made then?
I guess so, Excellency. Regrettably.
Understood, my dear. Rather what I'd expected. Rather what I'd hoped.
Hoped, Excellency.
Pardon the proverbial fond, foolish old man. Rather cherishes the illusion he's not easily supplanted, even by a younger specimen.
Oh, Excellency. Is this for real? I gotta tell you, your son? Hell, I honor, admire, and venerate the man, but who are we kidding here? My energies, my endeavors, my destiny are at the disposal of one man. And if fate won't let me serve him, hey, I'm not gonna settle for second best.
Very touched that you should say so, my dear. So be it. We bow to fate. 2:15 tomorrow, let it be.
And then in '68, an American girl claimed to have been impregnated by aliens in order to produce an alien-stroke-human hybrid. I didn't think there was a baby.
Laura's nearly eaten no dinner.
Hey, she's going. She'll make herself sick.
Not her. You know what they say around here? It's a rum ram that bulbs its ration.
Not too late to change your mind.
About what?
A dove. Dinner?
I've just had a Savoy.
Or a leisurely walk home?
No, only Esme's just getting us a bevy.
Well, what about a dance then?
Wouldn't chance it, love.
I'm sorry.
This one gets a bit lively. At your age, you might not have fun.
Could save you the next slow one.
I don't think I'll hang around, thanks. At my age, you can afford to be that bit more selective. Mort!
Keys.
Sorry?
I'm taking the car.
Rightio. Hang on. The car? Our car? Should you? I mean, legally speaking, is that wise?
I don't give a toss whether it's wise, Maud. It happens to be necessary.
Yes, but don't for a moment think I'm suggesting you're not fit to drive. But am I? Are you?
Probably not. That's what makes it so tempting.
Joanna, but how am I supposed to get home?
Genetic breeding. Now, one of the best examples of this was in 1974 in Wyoming, when a man was out elk hunting, and he was in fact abducted, and he feels that he was rejected as a potential gene donor because he'd had a vasectomy.
Joanna, you're pathetic. Oh, to hell with it.
Have you heard the story of the little Cajun boy? He ain't always happy, but he's full of joy. Nothing in the world that he's thinking of. All he really cares for is the one he loves. Heaven above.
Will you look at that? The demented old bladder. If your ma could see him, she'd skedaddle off all over again. Oh well, I'll just have to see if I can't entice some nice young lad into the ring.
I might not be young, but I'm still Jack the Lad.
Well, you'll do for a kick-off.
Might never happen. It already has. Do you fancy a shimmy? Yeah, go on then. No, Tom, we don't like fellas.
Have you heard the story of a little Cajun boy? He ain't always happy, but he's full of joy. Nothing in the world that he's thinking of. All he really cares for is the one he loves. And the moon above, stars above, heaven above. And it ain't all he's thinking of.
No. I don't carry them, usually. I tell a lie. No. On the other hand, yes, why not?
She put the bite on it, does she?
Sorry?
The missus. One rule for them, another for the rest of mankind. They're all the same, aren't they? Birds.
Last stand's coming up.
Is it?
And I've got my name put down for it.
I know. They're a complete mystery to me as well.
That little Cajun boy happens to be me. That little Cajun boy happens to be me.
And you're sure you won't come back and meet Daddy, just in case? I mean, there's always the possibility that I might become available at a later date.
We got so much to talk about, and so much to dream on you. And there's always like this.
Someone switch them two gogheads off in front, will they? You want a bit?
Room for a small one in front?
You not squashed, do you?
Oh, no, not at all. The acres of room.
Mind if I come in and lie down for a bit?
Upstairs, I've got a surprise for you.
I can hardly wait. Good night, Pet.
Night.
In the moon above, the moon above.
You're not going in?
Not tired. Do you want some?
Might as well. Drown the what's-its.
What's got your gob?
Blokes.
You better have a double.
I've pulled a few strings.
What?
Called in a few favours. I've got you a job.
A job?
Don't look at me like that. It's with music.
Doing what?
Okay, 2 pieces. One 15 seconds, one 30 seconds. They want something upbeat, optimistic, full of the joys of spring. Basically a pastiche Beethoven Sixths. It's for a new upmarket yoghurt. Heavy on the fruit content, very low on additives, and they want the music to reflect the fact. What's the matter? Okay, I know yoghurt's not the most sophisticated product, but that's only the start. Ideally, I'd want to use you for everything that needed a classical flavour. I mean, that last coffee ad we did was pure Vivaldi. Okay, I know it's not exactly your own stuff, but isn't it the next best thing?
No. Not really.
You could at least think about it.
All right, there. I'll think about it.
Good time?
So.
I didn't wreck the car.
That's good.
Perhaps I will next time.
Yes, why not?
I'm wondering if we're really compatible, Mort.
Are you? I'd have thought so. Up to a point, wouldn't you say? Or perhaps you wouldn't. It's certainly a tricky one.
God, it's stifling in here.
Is it?
I'm going out for a breath of air.
Rightio.
Did you see the way he was dancing? Oh, you're still up. Sorry to disturb you. I wonder, has Declan gone to bed yet?
Yeah. He's had an early night.
Do you think I could just stick my head round the door? Just about the car for tomorrow.
No. He's feeling a bit gash. Said not to be disturbed.
It won't take a minute. It really is quite urgent.
I can give him a message. He'll be asleep now.
It's really quite complicated. I'd rather give it to him direct. You're right. He's flat out. It can wait.
They're not worth it.
They're not, are they? I wonder why we do it.
Do you fancy a drink?
I don't... Why not?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
I'm all yours, babe.
I've left her.
It's a long story. I'll tell you in the morning. Hey, you're gonna throw me out when I've come all this way. Where are we?
He wants locking up.
What?
Coming back, just when she's got used to the gap. God, I could murder him.
Who is it?
Vincent.
What are you looking at me like that for? Jed. And you believed him.
Shouldn't I?
Carmen, I'm ashamed you even gave house room to a little scab louse like that. What have I ever done to make you credit a shit like that?
How did you know where I was?
Found your number. It fell out of my wallet. You don't think I gave it to him? I love you, baby. Now what?
You've never said it before.
How could I? Tied up with Beth and the kids. If I couldn't put my money where my mouth was, what right would I have? But you've known since I bought you that first dress and took you out from behind that bar.
I'm back behind the bar now.
Not if I've got out to do with it, you know.
So, all in all, I don't think it's going to work out with Beverly. She felt she wasn't ready for any meaningful commitment at this stage. And to be honest, I found her credentials not quite up to scratch.
Her what?
Oh, well, I was quite open about it. I said I was actually looking for someone with languages, ideally a degree, own car, an interest in astronomy, though own telescope wasn't necessarily a requirement. I suppose the problem is I have very high standards. I mean, physically. And she was, quite frankly, the wrong shape for what I had in mind.
The wrong shape?
No, I like the idea of having something you can get hold of.
Oh, God.
Come in. That's really very good of you. Surprise, Abby. Breakfast in bed. Well, have you decided?
Look, I don't want to sound ungrateful. And God knows I could use the money.
But it just means you could come back to London. Justin moved his stuff out last week. Actually, he left the espresso machine, so I could wake you up every morning with a cappuccino. Well, are we in business?
Where's Beth?
Canada. Nobbed off to her sisters.
And what else don't I know?
All right, I'll tell you. I'm in a spot of bother with the business. I need to keep my head down for a bit. So the plan is keep down here for a couple of weeks and then leg it to Marbella. So dig out your passport, girl.
You mean me? Go with you?
Why else do you think I'm here? It's you and me now, baby. So be a good girl and come back to bed, eh?
Excellency, here's your schedule for the next 6 months. You want to know where you're going to be any given day of the week, hour of the day or night. That's right here.
Thank you, my dear. Think of everything.
Now, if there's anything else you require... Yeah, I wish I could say call me, but I don't know where I'm going to be. And I guess I got to face facts. Excellency, you need somebody now. Oh, for sure. I don't want to alarm you, but you have gotten used to a guiding star twinkling in your firmament. And my instinct says your life is going to fall apart without that constellation. Yes, sir. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. That's all there is, folks. I can manage, thank you.
I'll see you to the taxi.
Sorry we couldn't come to any workable solution. If you have any second thoughts, and I'm still on the market as 12...
Go away, boy. Well,
Guess that wraps it up.
just a thought. Wondering if the more appropriate compromise wouldn't be to do the honours in person, so to speak.
Excellency, you honor me more than I could ever hope to deserve. However, I will study daily to deserve.
I've got a better idea.
Brilliant. Can I have some more?
Just a little.
Yeah, what about glasses,
Oh,
Joe?
no, let's not bother.
A slight change of plan.